What's going on, everybody? Justin here. The Winds of Change is the channel name. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you spending your time checking out these videos, and thank you especially if you're a subscriber. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you've been around for a while, I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the new content that I'm putting up. I'm really trying to edit a little bit better and bring some better content as far as knowledge and also how the videos look overall. So thanks for sticking around. Let's go ahead and get right to what we want to talk about today. Reselling shoes from Marshalls, specifically from Marshalls. Now you'll see a lot of videos out there about $500 an hour and that kind of stuff, reselling shoes from places like Marshalls, and that's very possible. You can definitely make money doing that. But you need to know that that's not how it's always going to happen. So you can't say, $500 from Marshalls in an hour, that's awesome. I'm going to put in 8 hours today, right? And make $500 every hour. That's not how that works. So let's look realistically at what's been my experience, what a recent box that I've prepped with shoes from Marshalls to Amazon looks like, and we'll break down some of the items in there. So these are the items that I have in the box right now. So let's take a look here. This is from Inventory Lab. This is the shipment that I just created. So we've got 11 MSKUs, 17 items. The MSKUs are the individual items, the individual type of item. So like size 9 sandal, right? And then so the total items is higher because there are some multiples that I picked up. Average sales rank, almost 12,000, really good. Total sales value is $592. Total buy cost, this is what I spent, $240. And this is the profit that I'm going to make. So in short, I spent $240 and I'm going to profit $156 if everything sells for what I have it listed for, right? So as you can see, the buy cost compared to the net profit, I'm not doubling my money, I'm making less than, right? I shoot for around 40% ROI. This is a little bit more than that, which I'm happy with. But if you look here at the total sales, in the percentage of the total sales that is actually profit is about 26%, right? So if people are saying, hey, I made $100,000 on Amazon, that's great, but the actual profit, is going to be a lot less than that. So let's take a look at some items that I picked up to resell. We're just going to go through a couple of these, and I'll show you sort of why I chose them and how I prepped them. First thing I want to show you are these Puma slides. So I've got several different kinds of these, different variations. And so when you get slides like this, you buy them and they're on like a little hanger. I take the hanger out. As a matter of fact, FBA doesn't want you to send in hangers. And I just put them in a poly bag like this. I've done it like this hundreds of times, never been an issue. And I put the label on the outside right there, my Amazon label. And then I put them in the box. So let's check out these Puma slides and see what they're all about online, see what the profit is on those. Here's the slide right here, okay? And if you look, 22,000 seller rank, so that's really good. And they're selling for $25. Right now they're at $25.04 at the buy box. My buy cost was $10. They were actually on sale. They were yellow tagged out for $10, which was amazing because I was getting them for like $15 in the past, same sort of kind. And so you look at the difference in profit. If I would have had to pay $15 for these, selling at $25, then I wouldn't have made any money. So, but because they were yellow tagged out to $10, I went ahead and picked up a few. So here's my buy cost, $10. I'm selling them for $25, and I'm going to make about $5, $4.63. Now, if you look at that per item, it's going to be about 46%. So I'm going to get right at my goal ROI, which is return on investment, or a little bit higher. We come down here, look at the keeper graph. We can see that these are pretty good sellers. Like these things are flying off the shelf. You look here, all this orange is Amazon selling them. And this orange isn't necessarily always Amazon. It may be Zappos as well, or like what's the shoe company? It's either 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. selling it also. And Amazon actually owns those businesses in some way, shape, or form. So it will actually show that Amazon has them in stock, but it's another company that's just owned by Amazon. So, but if you look here, Amazon has these listed for $30 in the past, but they didn't have the buy box. This pink line, third-party FBA, selling for $22, had the buy box. So even when Amazon matched it, some were still selling, I'm sure, that weren't Amazon, but Amazon did end up taking the buy box there. But as you can see, Amazon's out now, and for the past month or so, they've been selling for $27. So here's the last month. You can see all these down dips in the green. Obviously, they go up a little bit in January. It's getting colder. But they've been selling for about $27, $25. So, I could probably have these at 27 and make a few extra bucks, or just get rid of them and get the money back and reinvest, which is probably what I'm going to do. So these were a solid buy. Got several pair of these. Spend 10, you're making about $5 back, and that's not too bad. All right, next thing I want to show you are some shoes, some boots. Here's the box. They're cushion air, actually, which I've never really sold before. And so I think you're going to find it interesting, the keepographs and sort of this pair of shoes specifically. Cushion air shoes. And one thing you want to make sure of when you're sourcing at Marshalls for shoes is that they are actually in new condition. There's a few things you have to watch out for. One, a lot of Marshalls actually started cutting the tops off of all the boxes. Top's gone, can't sell it as new. There's a whole debate on whether or not you can repackage them into brown shoe boxes, and I've sort of done that for lower end shoes and haven't had an issue. But that's a call you're going to have to make on your own. Don't want to get into it in this video. This video, I just want to let you know that if you're selling something as new, it better be in new condition, especially with shoes. So make sure the box is in good condition. And another thing you want to watch out for is the sizes. You want to make sure the sizes are right in the actual shoes, so you want to check the tags. This is true even if you're doing like online arbitrage, buying right from the store. Like if you're going to sell Adidas and you're buying from Adidas, you still want to check the sizes. I've had several shoes come from the actual company and then be wrong, or they have defects and have to send it back. So you want to make sure they're in good condition. Another thing you want to look out for if you're getting shoes from TJ Maxx, but Marshalls, is on the bottom. You see that silver on the bottom? That says $25, right? So that's letting the customer, one, know that these aren't new from the factory, right? Because they've got some writing on them. And two, if they're smart enough to figure out, hey, this costs $25. And commerce works like this. You buy it lower, you sell it higher. But I'm telling you, the average person, if they buy that online, they're going to be pissed. And they're going to be like, man, this person sold me these shoes for $50 and they only paid $25, right? You run the risk of that happening. I'm not saying that happens all the time, but that can happen. So what I do with these is real easy. I get some Goo Gone right here. Goo Gone, got a big bottle of it. And I get a rag. And I just spray a little bit on there. Little bit. You don't need a lot because you'll make the shoes stink and it's sort of hard to get off. So you put a little bit on there. You just rub it out. Right? And you just rub that out. Wipe it off. And look. Boom, it's gone. Just like new. So that's how you get those off. A lot of times if they're written in silver, they come off real easy. Sometimes if they're written in black Sharpie, it's really hard to get off and you may not be able to get those off. I've actually taken shoes back because I couldn't get it off of the bottom before 2 Marshalls and returned it, which is sort of embarrassing. I really don't like to return stuff that I buy to resell. Also, same thing, take the tags off. You want to make sure you take these tags off. You do not want to send this to a customer with the tag on it. Imagine buying something from Amazon for $60 and then getting a Marshalls tag on it that says you paid $20 for it, right? So make sure you take those off. Then you box them up, and then before you ship them out, you're going to want to put something around it. So I've just got some tape here. I'm sorry, it's not tape. You don't really want to use tape because you don't really want to use adhesive. So this is just like some shrink wrap that I'll take, and I will put it around it. Just open it up. Go around it like this a couple times. Break it off. Then you got your box. It doesn't come undone. Then you're going to want to take your label And you're going to want to cover the barcode on there so they can't scan the barcode. Amazon just scans your stuff, and then you're ready to ship it out. So that's how I handle those shoes. Now let's take a look at the profit I'm going to make on these. I've never sold Cushionaire before, so I was sort of excited to see the profit. I really didn't even like think, hey, check out these shoes. I just saw a barcode on it and I scanned it, and this is what came up. Cushionaire hipster pull-on boot plus memory foam, 5,000 seller rank, which is awesome. I'm approved to sell it. This one here is selling for $44.22. My buy cost is $20. These were originally $25. Again, these were on clearance. They weren't yellow tag. They had a red tag, so they were $20. And $20 at 5,000 seller rank, selling at this price is pretty good because I'm going to make over 50% ROI, right? So some of the other sizes are actually selling for higher. But let's look at this one. This is a size 9. Here's the profit again. I'm spending 20. Right now they're selling for 44 and 59 back. Now this is a little strange. These have only been on here a total of 33 days. So this particular size and color has only been on here for 33 days, but they're selling fast, right? All these down dips, again, all these down dips are sales. They're selling consistently at $50. So I'm going to have to look, and I may actually send these in at 50 instead of the 44. But you figure worst case scenario right now, you're selling for the 44. So then you look at the day, week. So several sold during the week, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus sold this week of this particular style. So you got to be careful with shoes because you don't want to see a size 9, scan it, and then just buy all the different sizes based on that information. So you have a lot of other different colors and variations, and that could affect the price. So if we look over here, this is the same boot. This is another size that I picked up. This is a size 8, right? And if you look here, it's selling for $48.90, right? So the buy box is $48.90. So these are actually a lot sweeter. Okay, so you're spending 20 and you're making $14 back. That's 70% ROI. That's pretty dang good. I would buy that all day. This person has 4 left in stock in the buy box right now. We'll go down here, look at the Keepa graph. Same thing. These have only been up here for 27 days, but they've sold pretty well, especially with the winter. So we go to the week. Again, several sold during the week. All these down dips in the green. So this was a good buy. I'm not sure why they've only been on here for 27 days with Keepa record, because if you look here at the ratings, we got 169 ratings, and some of these go back to December of 2021, February 2021, December of 2020. So this shoe has been on here for a while, and they've got good reviews, right? This person talks about how they saved money by buying this brand. This person just complained because they got the wrong size. This should actually probably be scratched out. This really doesn't have anything to do with the actual product. First rate, they talk about like bedroom slippers. And this is all stuff that you want to look at. Best UGG dupes. So you want to look at, if you're thinking about investing heavily into a shoe, you want to look at the more recent ratings to see what people are saying about them. So if people are really liking these, then the more people like them, the higher the rate. Like 4.5 out of 5 is awesome. The higher that is, the more confidence you can have in selling a shoe, right? So there's a lot of positives here, even though this particular one has only been up here for 27 days. There's a lot of positives about this shoe in general, and that's why I picked it up to resale. I hope you found that helpful. I hope maybe you picked up some tips and some tricks, and I hope that this gave you a better idea of realistically sort of what it's like to sell shoes on Marshalls. Now this was a small shipment, right? Only 17 items. So I'm not sending in hundreds of pairs, but this is pretty doable. You go to a Marshalls, you pick up 17 pairs of shoes, make $150 with a real low seller rank. That's pretty good. That's doable, right? And I feel like me or you could go do that, part-time on the weekend, maybe stop after work or something like that. pick them up, list them the next day or the same day, get them in, and then you've got your 150 extra bucks for the week coming in, or whatever your goals are, right? So I feel like that's pretty doable. But you've got to understand though too, sometimes you're not always going to spend $10 and make 20 off of it. A lot of times you're going to have a higher buy cost than if you're doing something like Dollar Tree items or something like that. But then when you sell it, you're actually going to get a bigger profit margin or a profit dollar-wise back. So that's one of the benefits of selling shoes. So can you resell shoes from Marshalls? Yes, totally doable. There's some examples, and I even threw in some tips about how to package them and things like that. So if you made it to this part of the video, I thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and keep checking out the content, leaving comments. I'm trying to be very interactive with the audience that I do have and trying to build this channel to help people and to help me grow as well. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.